Hydrology and water resource engineering. Next unit, unit 3. Unit 3 deals with natural disasters. First, natural disaster. Disaster hazard that cause destruction or environmental changes. And what are the types of natural disasters are? Man-made disaster, natural disaster. At first, natural disaster is the effect of a natural hazard. That's example flood, tornado, hurricanes, volcanic eruptions, earthquake and landslides. In natural disaster, cyclone, earthquake, tornado, volcanic eruption, flood, wildfire, drought, avalanche, landslides are the main examples for natural disaster. And first one, cyclone. A cyclone is the area of closed circular fluid motion. It has lower pressure on the inside and higher pressure on the outside. The center of the storm is called the eye, and it has the calmest water and the lowest pressure. Cyclones turns counterclockwise in the northern hemisphere and clockwise in the southern hemisphere. This is because it follows the rotational movement of the earth. The biggest cyclone records is the Bola cyclone. It hits the coast of today's Bangladesh in 1970 with a death total of around 5 lakhs. Next, earthquake. It is a result of a sudden release of energy from the earth crust that create seismic waves. They are measured using seismographs. Earthquakes are also known as Great Chilean Earthquake. Is the biggest earthquake ever recorded. It hits Chile on May 22, 1960 with a magnitude of 9.5 and death total around 6,000. Next one, flood. Flood are caused when water overflows from a water body. One of the biggest flood in the world is probably the Yellow River in China in the year of 1887, which killed between around 9 lakh peoples. Next one, tornado. Twisters. A tornado is a violently rotating column of air that is touching both the ground and cumulus cloud. Tornado conditions are caused when different temperature and humidity meet to form thundercloud. Twister can attain speed up to 100 miles per hour. And the biggest tornado records was the Hallman's Nebraska tornado on May 22, 2004. It was around 2.5 miles big and has death total around 160. The deadliest tornado record occurs in Dilshpur and Sultria, Bangladesh on April 26th in 1989, which records up to 1,300, record death of 12,000 injured. Next one, volcanic eruption. A volcanic eruption is an opening in a planet's surface which allows hot magma to escape from below the surface. The study of volcanoes is called volcanology, and volcanic eruptions are measured using volcanic explosivity index. The biggest volcanic eruptions was Mount Tambora on April 10, 1815. It hit over 2,000 km away and had a death total of around 71,000. Due to the explosion, 1860 became known as the year without summer. The largest volcano known to human is Olympus Mons on the Mars. Olympus Mons means Mount Olympus and is bigger than Mount Everest. This is the biggest volcanic eruption which record on for. Next one, tsunami. Tsunami means harbor waves and is caused by the displacement of the large body of water, normally an ocean or a large lake. The biggest tsunami ever happened at Lucia Bay, Algasa on July 9, 1958. Was around 150 meters tall. The tsunami caused by 2004 in the Indian Ocean earthquake is the 6th deadliest natural disaster in recorded history, with a death total of around 2,30,210 and 2,80,000. Next one, wildfire. Wildfire is an uncontrolled fire in the countryside or wilderness. Other name of wildfire is a bushfire, forest fire, desert fire, grass fire, hill fire, peat fire, vegetation fire and wildfire. One of the largest wildfire is 1910 wildfire. Next one, drought. A drought is a long period of time in which certain regions receive shortage of water. lasting 3 years from 1958 to 1961. The greatest Chinese famine, the worst on record of 15 to 43 million were killed as a result. USA has been hit by a huge drought in 2012, decreasing corn income by 12%. Next, avalanche. Avalanche is a sudden, a drastic drop of snow. Next, the biggest avalanche happened on Mount Huascarren, killing 20,000. Next one, landslides. Landslides or landslip is a movement in the ground and shallow flow or debris. The largest landslide in history happened because of Mount St. Helens. 3 kilometers of rock moved downhill. Unusual natural disasters are fire tornadoes and limonic eruptions. Fire tornado is a column of smoke or fire caused when fire gets into a tornado. Fire tornadoes is also known as fire wells, fire devils, and fire tornadoes. Man-made disaster. A man-made disaster is a threat having an element of human intent, negligence, or error involving a failure. And the man-made disaster are example roadways, railways accidents. These are the examples for man-made disaster, and bomb blasting. These are the main example which comes under man-made disaster. Thank you.